Hey guys, what's up? Legend BTV here, back at it again with yet another new series. Today we're going to be talking about the best and worst songs of the week. And since it is my first video, there will be a few songs in here that I mention that unfortunately weren't from this week, so don't get triggered yet. This is only the first week, and the few songs that are on here from a previous week, they are from the month of May, so it's not like these songs are years old or anything. These are recent songs, yes. And also, just because these songs I really want to talk about, I didn't get to talk about in my single song track reviews. Yeah. Okay, basically we're going to go down the line. We're going to start with the worst tracks, and we're going to get to the tracks that I thought were like decent but not like great, and then we're going to get to my favorite tracks of the week. So let's get started with the worst tracks of the week. Thankfully, to this week, there wasn't really that many songs that I listened to that stuck out to me as bad, except for two. There's two songs that made the list. First up, Julia Michaels' new song, honestly, the song's pretty generic. The musicality of it's pretty generic, and all that alone would probably put that in the meh category, right? Unfortunately, Julia Michaels is always like stuck out to me as just being a little annoying with her vocals, but in this song, it's very apparent. There's a lot of effects and everything in this song that really just stands out to be an obnoxious song. Honestly, I don't like it. I don't think the song's like god awful because the production is, mediocre, but luckily it isn't like terrible. There's not too many terrible production choices. It's just her voice really kills this song for me of how obnoxious the song is in general. Moving on there, we have the new Fifth Harmony song featuring Gucci Mane called Down. Honestly, you guys, I wanted to like this. And before you Fifth Harmony fans click the dislike button, I really want to say I do like some of Fifth Harmony's songs. Miss Moving On was a nice intro to them. And even a few songs off of 727 were decent. It had a few good songs. It just seems like the worst Fifth Harmony songs are their singles. So, yep, the single falls in line with that. Unfortunately, follows the trend. It is extremely dull. Like, honestly, the Tropical House production just is so stale on this track. And honestly, I didn't find many redeeming qualities. It's repetitive, vocals are mediocre, an alright verse from Gucci Mane, but not necessarily a great one. And yeah, just substandard track, more of the same, which honestly I'm just getting so sick of, which is why it's in the worst tracks of the week. And I'm not sure which one of these is worse. They're both about equally bad, but neither of these two tracks are terrible. They're just like, they just have bad qualities about them. So I'd say they're like, they're pretty bad, but not like terrible. So we thankfully had a good week this week, in my opinion. All right, moving on to the meh tracks, the tracks that I thought were either mediocre to okay, or like decent to good, just not like really good, like our best track list is. So let's get on with that. First up on the meh list is the new song from Major Lazer, Travis Scott, Camila Cabello, and Quavo. Yes, it's the next example of trend hopping in EDM slash hip hop collabs. Like Major Lazer were trying to be Calvin Harris or something. Anyway, the song's not bad actually. It's actually catchy-ish. Like, it's not the most catchy thing I've ever heard, but it's actually like a bit more upbeat than a lot of our other pop contemporaries. Like, God, why has this year been so dull in terms of mainstream pop music? Like, why? Anyways, the song is alright. The drop is a bit watered down, like stuff like Cold Water was as well. And, Camilla sounds particularly auto-tuned in not a great way. But overall, it's not a bad song. It's kind of catchy. And, I'll take it. It's good. Ish. Good-ish. Up next, the news track from Lorde called Perfect Places. Honestly, the song is decent. I'm really starting to get into more of Lorde's music. And the song isn't bad. Honestly, I just feel like it just isn't isn't as good as stuff like Greenlight, because Greenlight, I remember, like, when that came out, I was like, whoa, this is actually amazing. Like, I loved it. I loved Greenlight, and the song, while not as memorable as Greenlight or really as good, to me anyways, in my opinion, just my opinion, honestly, I'm still excited for Melodrama, and I feel like it could be pretty great. Hopefully it is. Fingers crossed. Newest track from Cruella is out. Cruella is the dance group. They released their album, you know what it is. Cruella is news track, Love Out of Me. This song sounds like any other song on the radio to me, honestly. The song is generic, boring. I expected so much better, like, from this group. Even though I haven't heard a lot from them, I do know about their album Get Wet, which, yeah, I mean, it's kind of a funny title, but, yeah, honestly, I just, I feel like this track doesn't really stand out in any way. Like, it just, the vocals are standard, not really bad, but standard. The instrumentals, standard, not really bad, but standard. And just the song, there's this build-up, and I think it's going to go into a great drop, right? But all it is just a bunch of, like, vocals with a hip-hop kind of beat, and mad track, in my opinion. Like, one of the lowest mads here. Up next, the news track from Martin Garrix, featuring Troye Sivan, called There For You. Yeah, this is one of 2 tracks, I believe, on this list that isn't from this week. It was from last week, and, but honestly, I had quite a few mixed opinions on this track, so I wanted to talk about it in this video. It is the 3rd Martin Garrix single, that has went for this more future-based kind of vibe, and now he's kind of transitioning back into more EDM stuff like he did, but honestly, I hate to say this, guys, but the drop, it's a bit too much of a Chainsmokers vibe, and you know how I feel about the Chainsmokers, so that's not good. Luckily, Troye Sivan is a good vocalist, in my opinion, and I feel like he really did great on this track. Also, Martin's beat on the drop, not as bad as a Chainsmokers drop. There's at least a little bit of that Martin character in there, and it's at least somewhat catchy. Although, I mean, he's seriously not been releasing as good of stuff as when he started out. Like stuff like Don't Look Down, Forbidden Voices, everything. Those tracks were awesome, but honestly, this new stuff just seems too radio. Like, it honestly seems too pandering to me, and it feels like the radio execs are not letting Martin be Martin, and that's truly sad, because, yeah, I love some of Martin's old stuff, even some of his new stuff, like on 7, like, Sun Is Never Going Down. I love that song, and, yeah, I just kind of, it's a shame that that's not as good. Anyways, next up, the new remix of Stay by Zedd and Alessia Cara, the Jonas Blue remix. I saw this trending in the dance section, so I thought, hopefully this can actually be a dance song instead of what we got with the original. And yes, it is a bit more dancey. I like that. Unfortunately, the song is a bit overplayed, and that unfortunately has to hinder my enjoyment of the track. And yeah, that's not. But I do like this remix. It is a bit more catchy. That's not great by any standard of imagination, but it is decent. It's good. I like the remix. You know, he did a solid job. I'll say that. All right. Next up, we have the new 2 Chainz track featuring Travis Scott called 4 a.m. Honestly, I mean, like, I don't listen to much 2 Chainz, but Travis Scott, I mean, he did a decent job on the vocals, and honestly, I mean, 2 Chainz is not bad either. The beat's nice. It's not like fantastic or anything. It's a bit on the slow side for me. But not that I don't like slow music. I'm kind of feeding you guys this vibe that I don't like slow music. It's not the case. Not the case. I mean, I like ballads. Oh, it's just, I don't know. It's just kind of like, faster music's more my thing, but there's ballads that I love, guys. Don't you worry, man. All right. But anyways, this 2 Chainz song's all right. It's pretty decent. I check it out if I were you. Some good bars, by the way. Good bars. Halsey, Bad at Love. Halsey's new album came out. I'm not sure if I should give that a listen. If I should, drop a comment below. Halsey, in my opinion, is one of the most generic and standard artists in the mainstream pop today, and that's probably why she's so popular. Sadly, there is nothing to this artist, in my opinion. Well, from the stuff that I've heard, the singles like New Americana, that song's awful. I hate it. Uh, but the song Now or Never isn't bad, actually. Like, I actually kind of, like, almost like it. If it wasn't so basic, then I'd probably actually love it. It's decent, actually. And this new Bad at Love song, it's alright as well. Like, the production isn't as flavorless as stuff like Bad at Love or New Americana, and, I mean, like, but unfortunately, Halsey's voice is just so lifeless. Like, honestly, I don't really care for the vocals on this track. I like the part when she goes higher and like her voice just extends more, but like the parts where she's just singing on the verses, like, just not really liking that. Honestly, it's a decent track, but not a great one. So hence why it's in the mad category. Now moving on to the best tracks of the week, and wow, this video is going on long. All right, yes, we'll get out of the way the one that's not from this week. By Flume and Kuka, called Hyper Real. Honestly, guys, this came out May 5th, and you're like, why is this on there? This track's old. If you've already heard it already, it is awesome. I love this track a lot. I love Flume a lot, and I'm going to be doing a 1-year anniversary of his Skin album, because that came out a little over a year ago, a few days over a year ago, and the track is awesome. I love it. The production is catchy as heck. It's really, Kuka sounds nice in it, and it just blends so well. Love the song. I love Flume's music. Yeah, moving on. The newest track from Duke Dumont. You guys might not have heard of him. He's a DJ that produces some kind of down-tempo house at times. And, oh my god, Ocean Drive is a fantastic song. Check that out by Duke Dumont if you haven't already. But yeah, he's back with Gorgon City featuring Nations. The song is called... Oh my god, I didn't get the title of the song. Wow, I didn't write down the title of the song, you guys. Failed. But anyways, it'll be down in the description. Anyways, the song is catchy. I like the beat of the song. It's awesome. And, oh my god, I just remembered the song. It's called Real Life. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. Yeah, a little bit of a brain fart there. But the song's called Real Life, where, like, she wants to love this guy that she's talking about in the song in real life, which... You know, pretty much everyone's had that fantasy before. And next, the new Foo Fighters track, Run. Honestly, like, I'm not really... Yeah, I mean, I just kind of been checking out new stuff, and Foo Fighters came up, and I'm like, you know what? They gave out their new EP for free, so I want to show, like, their recent EP for free one time, so I'm going to show them some love. Checked out the track. It was pretty good. Honestly, I like the vocals. There's some nice flavor in the production, and some flair, and some grit in the guitars. And, I mean, it's a solid song. I really like it. Up next, the new All Time Low song, Good Times. Their new album, Last Young Renegade, came out, and I thought, I mean, I'll check it out. Honestly, I was a little bit mixed on the song Dirty Laundry. I thought it was good up until what are they doing? Some kind of dubstep kind of drop in the chorus, and it's just kind of like, ooh, 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 or something. And I'm just like, I mean, it goes on a bit long, and it's just kind of boring. But I do like the rest of the song, so it's a good song, just not a great one. But this Good Time song, honestly, I'm liking a lot better. There's actual guitars in the mix. I mean, it is a bit overproduced. But honestly, I can forgive that because the song is pretty good, and I just love the vocals of All Time Low. He's awesome. I actually just got into this new band called Arcade Fire, and their new single, Everything Now, is awesome. I love it. This is probably this is going to be my best track of the week. This is the best track of the week, in my opinion. It is so, like, smooth and just so, like, refreshing sounding. Like, in the production, it's really, like, catchy. It's got a nice groove. There's some great guitars in there. It really feels like some nice alternative kind of rock. I wouldn't say it's the most rocky thing in the world, but it's a nice alternative pop rock kind of thing. So you know what I mean. Anyways, guys, the video went on a bit long, but, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed anyway. Hope you guys find you some new music. Links to all the songs are down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and like and comment for another episode of Weekly Tracks. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.